Hey, you, can you hear me? Today we're going to talk about mouth taping. Oh, I guess I better take this off.
All right, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about ways that you can improve your sleep through mouth taping. But using duct tape or this 3M duct tape is probably not the best idea. Now, I'm going to explain to you in this live video a little bit more about the science, the rationale, the physiology of mouth taping and how it enhances your deep sleep by forcing you to breathe through your nose while you're sleeping, and what the alternative is, breathing through your mouth, and how that causes your tongue to relax against your mouth when you're in those deep restorative phases of sleep. And I'm going to share with you an alternative, a much more user-friendly tool. It's called SomniFix. It is an awesome product, friends. Last night, I gave this to my wife, and I didn't want to get up and go bother her because she was already sound asleep. So I resorted to my traditional 3M micropore tape, and I woke up in the morning and peeled it off, and it really, the 3M micropore tape that is, kind of stuck and it irritated my lips. And I thought, you know what? I'm just so grateful for SomniFix, because when you peel it off in the morning after having an excellent night's sleep, it doesn't tear up your lips and leave you feeling like, gosh, why did I do this? So that's what we're talking about today. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Mike Mutzel. Welcome to High Intensity. Let me start over. Welcome back to High Intensity Health Radio. I'm so glad that you're here. This is the first live video of the new year. We have 52 of you on. Thanks for being here, guys. So I'm watching the feed here. I'm gonna have to zoom in on my computer. Niblet says, thanks again for another great video. Been waiting for this one. Awesome. Niblets, thanks for being here. I'm very grateful. So we're drinking, you're with me, so I guess we're together. I'm drinking my green tea, organic Sencha green tea with a little bit of grass-fed ghee, and I love to use this little gizmo here to emulsify grass-fed ghee. After this video, I'm going to the gym. I hope you've worked out today. If you haven't, go out and just do some push-ups, do something. But, we're talking about sleep and the importance of sleep. A lot of us have big goals this year. It's early January when we're recording this live video. A lot of us have goals to lose weight, to build muscle, to make more money, maybe to find a spouse or a new partner, maybe to buy a house. Whatever our big goals are, having deep, restorative, restful sleep is congruent and synergistic and can help inch us and nudge us closer to those goals. And so that's what we're talking about today. Now, when you're in deep, restful, restorative stages of sleep, as you heard about with various guests, Dr. Stasha Golmanek, Dr. Mark Brehena of AskTheDentist.com. I'll put, after this live video, I'll go back in the show notes. So click below this link or come back to this video if you're watching this live for those interviews. But they talk about this seemingly not talked about idea enough. This idea that when we're sleeping and we're getting into those deep, restful stages of sleep, our body becomes temporarily paralyzed. The rationale, the scientific explanation for this, as Dr. Stasha Golmanek talked about in that video, I think it's episode number 197 or so, go back and check the playlist. She says, it's hard to repair a pump when the pump is operating, right? Imagine if your garbage disposal had a clog in it, you're not gonna go stick your hand in there while it's working, you're gonna wait until it's turned off. And when we're sleeping, that's what our body is doing, it's repairing itself. And so in order to fully repair, we need to be literally paralyzed. And what happens when you're in that deep REM phase of sleep, there's various REM cycles, I should say. When you're in the deepest cycles of your sleep, your tongue gets temporarily paralyzed and it can block your airway if you're breathing through your mouth. So that's why it's so important to breathe through your nose while you're sleeping. And that's where mouth tape comes in. Something like SomniFix. The reason why I like it is because it doesn't leave a bunch of adhesive and it's not very abrasive. It's a hypoallergenic mouth tape studied at Harvard University, designed by researchers and scientists and doctors that are affiliated with Harvard. It's a hypoallergenic mouth tape. It comes in a little packet like this. You can put it in next to your bedside, put it in your travel bag, click the link in the YouTube description below. I have the link. You can find it at somnifix.com. Hopefully you can see that. Or it's on amazon.com. You can get it at Amazon Prime next day. It's an awesome tool for $11.95 is its price right now. I don't know any other sleep enhancing modality that's that affordable yet that effective. You're hearing a lot in this James Swanwick, these Swannies. You hear a lot about blue light blocking glasses, different things that you can do in the evening. to help to improve your body's circadian rhythms and help to foster REM sleep and help you get and fall and stay asleep and all that. And those are wonderful. But really breathing well through your nose while you're sleeping, I've found after experimenting with melatonin, various sleep enhancing, L-theanine, all these different GABA, all that stuff, supplements, sauna therapy, light therapy, all that, mouth tape and using something like Somnifix to really entrain your body to breathe through your nose while you're sleeping is arguably the best way to improve your sleep scores. You can use things like the Oura Ring to monitor and track your sleep architecture, your phases of sleep, and you will soon see once you start mouth taping, you're going to wake up more rested, restored. You're going to be able to work out harder. You're going to recover from your workouts. You'll keto adapt better. One of the easiest ways to cause your body to burn more fat for fuel is to get good sleep and to be, hit those deep phases of sleep. So anyway, I'm going to check your comments here because part of the whole goal of these live videos is to share with you cool tips, but also check in with you, engage with you. I really am grateful that you're watching this video, that you're tuning in now, whether you're watching the replay or if you're here. If you're here and you like deep sleep, if you're a fan of deep sleep, please hit that like button. It helps us, it helps you, it helps people like you that want to learn more information. So I'm going to check this out. Deanna, my wife, is on. So some West 0894 says, I've been mouth taping and I'm loving it. Thanks so much for that. Check out Somnifix mouth tape. It's awesome. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year as well. Thanks for saying that. Also, always great to hear from you, but I live in Paris and no notification woke me up. I'm so sorry about that. Well, maybe it was meant to be. Maybe you were meant to get this information. Let's see what else. Who else we got here? Somehow I think it might give me nightmares. Someone said that. So let me walk you through this. So if you've never mouth taped before, it takes about a week to adapt. On this channel, we talk a lot about fat adaptation, keto adaptation, exercise adaptation. I think we can really say that there is a mouth taping adaptation. When you first put the mouth tape on your mouth, you're going to feel claustrophobic. When you're lying in bed, you're going to wonder, a million things are going to race through your mind. What if I have to get up and talk to my spouse? What if someone breaks into my house? What if in the middle of the night, I can't breathe? What if I have to throw up? What if I have to burp? What if, all these things come to mind. And, and the first night I tried it, this was May of 2015? It was, wow. I think it was 2016, I believe. It could be 2015. I've been doing it for a while now. I remember thinking I don't know if I can do this. I put the tape on, it was in front of the mirror. I was making sure it was on good and all this sort of stuff. And I was lying in bed and my heart started to kind of race a little bit. And I was thinking is this going to work? What if all those things that I was saying before, what if this, what if that? And then I just fell asleep and woke up and I was like, holy crap, I can remember. And I went and wrote down my dreams. I remembered every vivid details, color, texture, conversations, tones of my dreams. I hadn't remembered before. And I had emailed my friend, Dr. Mark Brahenna, who earlier that evening, before I put on the tape and so forth, recommended it to me. I was like, this is absolutely amazing. I am so grateful that you recommended this to me because I've been a mouth breather my whole life and now I'm sleeping like a baby. And since then, this channel's grown, the podcast has grown. I've grown as a person. I hope the information that I've, learned has helped you as a person too. So many things in my life have improved since then. And it's not like it's some magic or panacea. It's just a tool to help you, breathe, have good breathing techniques while you're sleeping. That's what it is. That's the tool. It's not magic. Okay, a lot of us, you're going to learn on the podcast next week with Dr. Stephen Lin. It's an excellent podcast. He's a dentist in the Australia area, but he sees patients and clients worldwide. He's got a great book called The Dental Diet that you'll learn more about. And he talks about why a lot of us are not good nose breathers and why a lot of us breathe through our mouth and so forth. So he's going to share with you the evolutionary biology of this. And it stems from early life experiences, lack of breastfeeding, early exposure to allergenic foods, and all that sort of stuff. So anyhow, give it a try. The first night, you're going to be a little bit of paranoid and all that sort of thing. It's going to take about a week to adapt. Once you get in the habit of it, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a habit, like brushing your teeth, like doing yoga or meditating in the morning. You're going to really like it. I'm going to have a sip of my green tea because after this, I'm going to go work out. So if you're liking this content, if you like mouth tape, if you like the idea of breathing well, sleeping well, waking up restored, please hit that like button. It's awesome. So Nick says, I gotta see this. You gotta see what? You gotta see mouth tape. Someone Nibble says, beats the time I tried using a tube sock. Yeah, tube sock may not be so good. Tell me more about your Oura Ring experience. Yeah, so the Oura Ring, I hope to get the CEO on the podcast soon. It's a wonderful tool. Let's see, was it Alessandro Ferretti was the first person that I knew that had it. And he likes it because it gives you heart rate variability biofeedback, gives you body temperature. I like it because I like to work out, and I like to, if it was up to me, I would never take a rest day because I just love working out and exercising, and I can quickly kind of dig myself into a hole and overtrain. And so the Oura Ring is cool because it will say, you know what, Mike, you didn't have a good night's sleep, or your pulse rate is elevating, so therefore you're probably not as rested as you may like to be. Take it easy today. Go for a walk, do some light yoga, do some yard work, stay active, but you may not want to do a hard workout today. So that's why I like the Oura Ring. So it not only tells you, sleep architecture, but it tells you recovery profiles and how that's working. And heart rate variability, which we've talked a lot with Alessandro Ferretti and others about, how that's a proxy, that's an indicator of your body's parasympathetic response. The parasympathetic branch, your autonomic nervous system has a sympathetic, division, and the parasympathetic division. We want to be in this parasympathetic division more and more. Of course, when we're racing, when we're exercising, when we're competing, when we're fighting, whatever, we want to be in the sympathetic state. But when we're in that state, we're burning sugar for fuel, we're not burning fat for fuel, and it's more inflammatory and so forth. So that's the differences there. I'm sure you're very versed in that, but just a quick reminder. So let's see, what else do we got? Got a few comments here. I'll use your link. Thanks, Nibs. We had a message retracted. So Weston, thanks for that. Love the episode with sleep and paralyzed through with the pump. Michelle, thanks for that. Let's see here. So guys, I think that's about it for this evening. Like I said, I hope you're having an awesome start to your new year. We have a lot of great episodes for you coming up very, very soon. I'm so grateful that you're watching this, whether it's you're here live now or you're watching the replay. Please check out Somnifix. It's an awesome, awesome product. I can't recommend it highly enough. And what hit home for me is, I'm kind of a do-it-yourselfer kind of guy. I don't mind using 3M micropore tape. Sometimes I've used duct tape. I've literally used this because I travel with this, like all the camera gear that you can't see behind the scenes. Sometimes we have to tape wires and things like that, microphones and whatever. So I do travel with this quite often, and if I lose my micropore tape, I'll use duct tape in a pinch to tape my mouth shut so I get a good night's sleep. But in the morning, it's like you're tearing it off, or sometimes it's stuck in your hair. As a female, I don't care about my lips, having stuff on my lips, but some women, lips are, it's like a sexual organ, kind of thing, and you don't want your lips to feel dry and damaged from the tape. I've never experienced that with the Somnifix, okay? Because again, it's made out of hyperallergenic materials. It's created by scientists at Harvard and so forth. It's an awesome, awesome product. So the point of telling you about Somnifix is it's more, mouth taping is more likely to become a habit if you use this versus if you do it yourself, tape your mouth up with 3M micropore tape. There's nothing functionally wrong with using duct tape, super glue, Gorilla Glue, whatever. You can use whatever you want. There's straps you can put on your head, but the least invasive and the more pleasant something is, the more likely it will become a habit for you. And so I'm trying to set you up for success. So that's why I like Somnifix. Again, it's SOMNIFIX.com. You can find it on Amazon. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome product. We're super excited to be sharing this information with you guys. So I'll check in the comments one more time, but as always, I'm grateful that you're here, guys. So Memento says, what kind of mouth tapes are optimal? I think I just answered that. Tracy says, does the take dry out your lips? It does not. The Somnifix does not. The 3M micropore tape can, Tracy. So that's why I suggest trying and using Somnifix instead. I was kidding, Michelle, about the super glue. I was kidding. Basically, the type of modality that you use to tape your mouth, there's a million options. The Somnifix is the easiest option out there, and it's the most user-friendly. And so that's why I recommend it to you. Michelle says, research link mouth breathers to unintelligent people. Yeah, the first time I heard about this was a myofunctional therapist when I was 19 years old. And she would say, when you see when you see some sort of movie or cartoon, when they're trying to portray someone as being unintelligent, they're kind of standing with their mouth open. So anytime you see some sort of GIF or some sort of like meme of someone that is being portrayed, like maybe it's Donald Trump or whoever, when politicians are picking on each other, they'll usually find a photo of someone with their mouth just dangling open. So it's a good point. And so one of the tips that this myofunctional therapist would have me do, because I tend to be a mouth breather, is hold things in my lips during the day, like a pencil or a pen or something like that, to really so your brain tells your mouth muscles, to be more activated, and your lips and so forth. So it's not just about, nighttime nose breathing, but also daytime nose breathing as well. Of course, wearing mouth tape during the day, you might get some weird looks. But, it is important to kind of constantly entrain your body's neurologic system to start to think about closing your mouth, closing your lips, breathing through the nose. So certainly, Michelle, I think that was you that asked that question or made that comment about having the mouth open. Definitely give that a try during the day. Put something in your lips so that you're holding it. It can be a little piece of tape like this. It can be a piece of paper. It can be a pen. So you're constantly reminding your brain, hey, we want to close our mouth. We want to breathe through our nose. So that's about it. All right, guys. Nancy says, just do yoga. Yoga is a wonderful way to get your body more familiar with the type of breath. But it's hard to do yoga when you're in a deep sleep cycle, Nancy. Unfortunately, I'm a big fan of yoga. I do yoga daily. And that can help your body, but it's hard to do yoga and get deep sleep at the same time. So this is where mouth taping comes in. So friends, I'm going to sign off. As always, I'm grateful that you're here. If you're liking this content, please give it a thumbs up. If you're here right now, please share this with a friend, type in a comment afterwards, give it a thumbs up. And I have some awesome videos for you. I'm so excited to share wonderful content with you in 2018. I'm grateful that you're with me and my wife and my family for this journey. Our whole goal is just continue to share health information with you that we learn from our friends and colleagues in the functional medicine and nutrition space. So make it an awesome day. I'm going to work out, and we will catch you on the next interview. Talk with you soon. Appreciate you being here.